Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. For a long while now, ever since the dispensation began, Nigerians have been, crying for unemployment, insecurity. They've been crying for a whole lot of things, and the blame game has begun. A lot of Nigerians are now saying, "Who actually brought us to this level? How did we get here?" At least we were, and in the days of Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, the ex-president, it was not this bad. Yes, we wanted a better life, but it was not this bad. We expected a change, a better change, but this was not what we are getting. But of course, one of the strong men and also a pastor who actually campaigned for this present dispensation have decided to come out now and exonerate himself and also explain why we are getting where we are. And there's some things he also seemed not to understand. And Nigerians also have not spared. Everybody is talking, everybody's airing their view, and they find out why they are saying what they're saying and what the young man is saying, and is also exonerating himself over. But before we go into the news proper to find out what it is that is going on right now concerning the issue of this dispensation and the pains Nigerians are feeling, like you subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the presiding pastor and general overseer of the Citadel Global Church, Pastor Tunde Bakare, has stated the legacy of President Muhammad Buhari is in grave danger of being confined to an unsavory side of history. Bakare stressed he is being compelled to speak out given the state of the nation, arguing Nigeria is in a state of emergency. In a statement entitled "The Conspicuous Handwriting on the Wall," Bakare recalled how he was invited by the then General Muhammad Buhari to run with him on the platform of Congress for Progressive Change, that's CPC, in 2011 presidential election. He said, "After initial hesitation, my eventual acceptance was upon the assurance that amongst other deliverables, our administration would commit to re-engineering Nigeria's governmental structure with a view to guaranteeing the security and prosperity of our nation and her people." After a vigorous campaign, General Muhammad Buhari gave a deeply emotional public statement at a press conference on April 13, 2011. "I am in this solely for the love of my country," General Buhari said, "and concern for its destiny and the fate of its people." What a lovely statement he made in 2011. Oh. But the reflection is what we are feeling right now in 2021. But let's continue. Bakare explained how some individuals prevailed on Buhari not to quit the stage after the 2011 elections. "Some of us prevailed on General Muhammad Buhari not to quit the stage, but to take back his words and form a coalition of the best of the North and the best of the South to salvage our nation." If this is salvage, then I tell you, Nigerians don't want this kind of savage. But let's continue. He said, "I must admit that I played a critical role." It's good you're admitting, sir. "In this mission, God has shown me in a vision that General Muhammad Buhari still had a role to play in stabilizing Nigeria." Let's continue. "I therefore facilitated a meeting in the United Kingdom between him and some of our CPC leaders with a view to forming a coalition between CPC and Action Congress of Nigeria, that's ACN, that could save Nigeria from impending disaster," he said. Bakare recalled how he warned a mere change of government without the definite resolution of these fundamental questions of nationhood would amount to putting the cart before the horse and could lead the nation to a catastrophe. "As I told the president in some of those engagements, his success is my success and his failure is my failure. It is why I remain committed to seeing him succeed. I'm compelled to speak out because the state of the nation does not represent the Buhari I knew when we took that solemn journey towards rebirth. I am compelled to cry out because of the intent of the president as contained in his tribute dated October 14, 2019, in honor of my 65th birthday. PMB wrote to me, "We have shared ideas on how to engender a better country and formed a tag team for political power. May the ideas germinate fully, proliferate, and give us the country of our dreams. The purpose of this address is to present the fact of this diagnosis and point a way out of our current crisis, even as we approach a critical juncture in the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari. Speaking on the rising insecurity, he said not even the president's controversial shoot on sight order for illegal bearers of AK-47s have proved sufficient to abet these attacks. He noted that Nigeria has two fundamental problems, one at the level of nationhood and the other at the level of statehood. So, in other words, what are you saying, sir, with due respect? Well, let's look at this critically. He's saying that the president Muhammad Buhari, based on what he said, the statement he made sometime in 2011 was what touched him and compelled him, because the president actually wanted a better Nigeria, a Nigeria that is functional and all that. But if you ask me truly, based on what uh, uh, Pastor Tunde Bakare has said, it doesn't reflect what the statement that was made. He said, let me quote the statement. He said, as of April 13, 2011, this was the statement according to Tunde Bakare said. This was the statement that at Buhari said. He said, I'm on this whole issue of going for presidency. Said I'm on this in this solely for the love of my country and the concern for its destiny and the fate of its people. Right now, the fate of Nigerians looks so bleak. Let's be truthful to ourselves. There are no jobs. There are no money. Insecurity everywhere. People are even scared of investing. There seems to be so much ethnic incompatibility. They've been shouting and crying for secession, agitation for restructuring. All manner is going at the same time. It looks as if nobody's actually listening. Nigerians are talking, no one is listening, or even if they're listening, they're not reacting. Okay, the Senate does okay, let's look for a way of putting in referendum of some sort, or changing the constitution, amend it, something that will show that Nigerians are speaking to people who are listening to them. Nothing is happening, and it looks as if even these bandits are having a field day. Kidnapping has become a lucrative sector of the economy since there are no jobs, and the poverty staring at an average Nigerian in the face. The future is looking bleak, and Nigerians are beginning to get scared. A lot of them want to, quote and unquote, want to jackpot. They want to run. That's why if you go to embassies around the world, that in Nigerian embassies in Nigeria that I want to travel out, you see Nigerians are huge. Some of them are even risking their life to travel outside the country, off because they want a better life for themselves. They feel Nigeria is almost gone. Agitation is so strong because some other regions want to salvage what is remaining, and they don't want to lose their ancestral lands to some of these guys who are actually coming in whatever guise they're using. And these are the things, the pertinent questions we're asking. And Nigerians are already beginning to call out. Pastor Tunde Bakare said he is one of the, if I should read some of the comments, it's wonderful. Some of them say, you are the cause of all this. You brought us, you sold us this, and now you're now telling us, okay, let me just read one so you can understand what I'm saying. He said in 2015, you took your time to campaign against Dr. Jonathan in favor of this current administration, even from the altar of your church. Today, Nigeria is 100 times worse than it was in 2015. The other day, you said God said you were to take over from President Muhammad Buhari as president. A few months after, you were campaigning for Tinubu. You see, look at what they're saying. They said you campaign for this government to come in with fire from heaven to come. You see, people are getting angry. But that's what we'll wrap it up. Let's put to that comment section. What's the take? What is